Assalamu alaikum, my dear friends. I hope you all are doing great in your life, and I welcome you all in this lecture series that is about modern linguistics. We are going to study modern linguistics in a very detail. So we are going to start the lecture. This is the part first. In this lecture series, you are going to learn many different concepts about modern linguistics and what is it. But before going to talk about modern linguistics, we need to define somehow that what is modern linguistics, because to know more about modern linguistics we need to understand what is linguistics basically in a brief manner. Beside that, in this lecture series, like as I said, that we are going to expand different concepts and diversifications of the modern linguistics in these lectures. That will surely increase your knowledge about linguistics. So let's take a proper start of this lecture and define that what is linguistics. Linguistics is the scientific study of the natural languages, a scientific approach to the study of the language. Linguistics concern itself with the descriptions, with the describing and explaining the nature of the language. So it is a systematic study of the structure and evaluations of the human language is called linguistics. Linguistics talk about how people acquire their knowledge about language, how this knowledge interact with other cognitive processes, and how it varies across speakers and geographic regions, and how to model this knowledge. So linguistics is basically very important terms if you want to understand the language. Modern linguistics use contrast between structural feature like sounds, morphemes, words and grammar of any language to differentiate between the dialects and languages. So this is a brief definitions of the linguistics and modern linguistics. So let's take a start and see how what is modern linguistics. Modern linguistics, let me change the slides. Yes, beginning. So modern linguistics emerged like in this lecture series. In this modern linguistics terms, we are going to study different diversifications. For example, we are going to start we are going to study the Prague School, the British structuralism, Danish structuralism, American structuralism, and American structuralism. Apart from that, along contemporary approaches to the linguistics, formal linguistics, functional linguistics, scope of the modern linguistics, and brief at the last we are going to do a brief overview to this lecture, that what we have studied in this lecture series. So this lecture is very important for all the beginners and for all the learners to know more about modern linguistics and its definitions, its concepts, its features. So if you want to understand it completely, you have to stay with us till the end of this lecture series, and we are going to understand it. So in the beginning, when we define modern linguistics, as you know, modern linguistics emerged in the late 19th and earlier 20th century with the shift to focus from the historical concern of the change in a language over the time to the idea that a language can be viewed as a self-contained and structured system situated at a particular point in time. These form the basis of the structuralist linguistics that developed in the post-World War periods. The Swiss linguist Ferdinand de Saussure, who is born in 1857 and died 1913, is widely acknowledged as the key figure in the refocusing of the interest and the founding father of the modern linguistics. Saussure began his career in the Indo-European historical comparative traditions, within which he made a seminal contribution. Saussure published little himself, but his students in the Genoa reconstructed his idea from Geneva from his student in Geneva, reconstructed his idea from these lecture notes and published them posthumously in 1916 in one of his work. His work proved a rich field for subsequent investigator and has inspired numerous interpretations and reinterpretations. His influence extended beyond linguistics into neighboring disciplines including anthropology, semiotics, the field semiotic, which is the field of study that investigates science and science system generally. Saussure championed the idea that language is a system of arbitrary sign, and conceptualization of the science has been highly influential. Moreover, phonetics and phonology were dominant in the early modern linguistics. The International Phonetic Association was established in 1986 by the group of European phoneticians, the British phoneticians Henry Sweets, 1845 to 1912 was one of the leading figure in the phonetics in the second half of the 19th century. He and the Polish linguists were independently instrumental in the development of the notions of the phoneme and distinctive sounds for shade and centuries. Previously, by the author of this, first grammatical treatise, it is this linguistic who drew the terminological distinctions between phonemes and phones. So this is the beginning and this is the start of the modern linguistics. Now we are moving toward the diversifications of the modern linguistics, in which we have the first things that we have to define the Prague School, that what was its contributions. So the Prague School is the traditions of the linguistics thought that is associated with was as a group of Czech and other linguistics who formed the linguistic circle of Prague, established in 1926. This group held regular meeting and published a journal. The primary interest of this circle was the phonological theory. The leading light in this domain was Russian Prince Nikolai, 1890 and 1930, a professor in Vienna who's made an important contribution to the notion of the phonemes. Prague School phonology succeed in placing the notion of the phonemes in the center of the linguistics theory as one of the most fundamental units. Prague School linguists also made contributions to the other aspect of the linguistics, including the area for which the school is perhaps the best remembered today, syntax. So moving to Prague School linguistics also made, as I told you, that Prague School linguists also made contributions to the other aspect of the linguistics, including the area for which the Prague School is the best remembered today as the syntax. A traditional beginning with Willkom, who is one of also the linguistics, and further elaborated by the Franstigsden and Jen Fabres and other, focused on the relations between the word orders and discourse. How the orders of the word in a sentence is affected by the discourse in which it occurs. Their notions of themes or topic, what is being spoken about, and rhyme or comment, what is said about and given, what is known to the hearer and now and new informations not known, have been highly influential and occupy a place in the most modern theory syntax. Perhaps the most famous representative of the Prague School is the Roman Jakobson's 1896 to 1982, who did original research in the range of the area of the linguistics. Jakobson immigrated to the USA in 1942 and subsequently had a significant impact on the development of the phonological there. So basically this is all about the first diversification. We have studied the Prague School, and in this lecture we are limited ourselves only to the Prague School. In the next video we are going to discuss British structuralism and Danish structuralism, American structuralisms, contemporary approach to the linguistics, formal structuralism. So all these diversifications we are going in the upcoming videos, in the upcoming lectures, and we are giving you some more detail about modern linguistics. That will be surely helpful for all of you if you are a beginner, if you are if your level are slightly up. So do follow us in this lecture series and get your knowledge increased. And this is a very for today lecture, it's enough for today lectures. Stay with us, and thank you so much for giving you your time. Thank you.